Love is something that happens by chance at first. You stumble into it, or maybe it sneaks up on you slowly, overwhelming you with joy and excitement and giddiness. Today, you are committing, in front of all of your friends and family, to put the work in. You're making a commitment to wake up every morning for the rest of your lives and choose each other.
I've always been in awe of her dedication to whatever it is she's doing, whether it's skating, an exciting school project, yoga, teaching, running, Google, cultivating Hadley's social media presence. Most impressive of all, though, is her dedication to her friendships. Melissa has so many awesome friends, and I can't do this toast without mentioning any of them. She's always brought such loving, thoughtful, and fun people into our lives, and Evan is no exception to that.
This morning when I woke up, I thought that Evan was still my best friend, but clearly something changed today in some vows. So my name's Tom. Evan used to be my best friend. I first met Evan back in February of 2008 at Middlebury College. We were moving into our suite together, both had skis. We immediately hit it off, and really, over the course of the next 8 years, Evan and I would live together for 6.5 of them. So when I think of Evan, a couple of key words come to mind. The first is that he's, thoughtful and caring. He can sometimes be a little slow moving, but he's always intentional with his slow movements. And Melissa, if anyone, knows that whenever Evan might be a little bit slow moving, there's always something behind it. There's always a reason for it. He's a very social person, and he's always very intentional.
She's always been there to do my hair or lose to me in a game of Scrabble. And now, while she might be far away, I know I can count on her to answer when I call, send me a cute pic of Hadley to brighten my day, or give me kudos on Strava. I feel lucky to have had Melissa to look up to my whole life. When Evan and Melissa first started dating, Evan actually lived in Williamstown, where I was starting my freshman year of college. Who knew my older sister, who lived across the country, would come visit me so much in college? It was a cool chance to get to know Evan without Melissa around. That spring, Evan and I took a 3-hour car drive to Vermont together to meet up with everyone. All I remember thinking is, boy, can this guy ask me questions. But I could tell he must really like Melissa if he was putting that much effort into getting to know me.
I have familial emotional lacrimosis. It's only contagious at events like this. It means I cry about the simplest things regarding my family and friends. There we go. That Melissa is marrying such a wonderful, rock-solid, all-around nice guy.
Evan was planning Overland's Field Studies Costa Rica trip back in 2013, and Melissa had been selected to lead this trip. And I so vividly remember, over the course of leader training, it's literally 10 days of complete organized chaos, where everything is booked down to the minute. And it was very clear from pretty much day one that Evan was spending a little bit more time with his Costa Rica leaders than his other leaders. And this wasn't just another case of Evan being slow-moving Evan. It was a case of Evan being slow-moving intentional Evan. And so ultimately, it was very clear over the course of those 10 days that Evan was just truly falling in love.
These people have come from all over the continent and from all walks of your life. You have cultivated strong ties with each person here, and they're now united by their support for the two of you. As you stand here, I hope you can feel the love and excitement radiating toward you from this special group of people. In addition to being an utterly gorgeous venue, This place holds many generations of memories, and I can't think of a more fitting setting to see Melissa get married. They got to know each other during the 2-week training before Melissa's trip started, due to Evan very deliberately finding reasons for them to hang out every day. They quickly developed real-life crushes on each other and shared a first kiss one night outside the Buxton school where Melissa was staying. In the short, frenzied time between that kiss and Melissa's departure the next day with a group of high schoolers, Evan and Melissa both committed to nurturing that bud throughout the summer and devoting time, attention, Skype calls, and daydreams to see if it would bloom. As each new challenge to their relationship presented itself, Melissa and Evan took each other's hands and fearlessly committed.
Evan, this ring is a visible and constant symbol of my love for you. It represents the promises I made today to love, respect, and cherish you. I give it to you so you may always wear it as a reminder of my commitment to you for the rest of my life.
Melissa, this ring is a visible and constant symbol of my love for you. It represents the promises I made today to love, respect, and cherish you. I give it to you so you may always wear it as a reminder of my commitment to you for the rest of my life. Melissa, I love you so, so much. Over the past 6 years, I've grown to know you, love you more each day, and you'll be happy to know that finally, I'm proud to stand here today to call you my best friend. Thank you for your constant goofiness, for helping me enjoy life, and for making me happy every day. After looking at multiple photos of you while editing the Overland website for the trip in Costa Rica that you're going to lead in the summer of 2013, and exchanging emails with you that spring, I had my eye out for you before you knew it. That summer we talked a lot, which made the distance bearable. We often carried on Skype calls upwards of 2 hours until late at night. And it was then, and it is now, so easy to talk to you. It was during those initial months of getting to know one another that we set a foundation of strong communication and commitment in our relationship. We were quickly and easily ourselves around each other, and it felt so natural and fun being with you. Our lives, even if far apart during the first year of our relationship, felt so connected. But life's adventures are not all about time away, on the move. They're about the everyday. They're about what is mundane on the surface. And that's what I love about you. You make the everyday great, and your groundedness has been a source of strength for us.
Evan, I love you. It's hard to believe that I only met you 6 years ago nearly to the day. And while so much has changed since June of 2013, the things I learned about you in those first moments are the same things I value in you and in our relationship today. I feel your love at all times. I don't need to squeeze you for every last ounce of it every day, but I know it's there when I need it. That gives me more confidence than I knew was possible. I feel incredibly lucky that I get to start and end each day with you. Everything has felt so easy with you from the beginning, and I've never had any doubt in my mind about spending my life with you since that trip. You make the scary decisions less scary. For me, first, it was deciding to start a relationship when we lived 3,000 miles apart, choosing commitment when it was not going to be convenient. You made it easy when it should have been hard. I love your zest for life and sense of adventure, your love of the outdoors and respect for both the wonders and dangers of nature. I love that you insist on giving me the bigger piece of chocolate, the better flavor, and the last bite of avocado. I love your family, the values they've instilled in you, and that today they become my family too.
I vow to be a faithful, loving husband forever. I promise to care for you in good times and in bad. I vow to appreciate you every day and to show it. I feel like we've just begun. We've had such a big runway for our lives, our careers, and our adventures together. I can't imagine opening the next chapter of my life with anyone else.
I love who I am when I'm with you, and I never want to be any other way. I want to experience everything with you, and I know the best is yet to come. Today, in front of the people who shaped us into who we are, I vow to be your wife and stand beside you. I promise to lift you up, to encourage you, to chase what makes you happy. I promise to never go to bed angry. I promise to be open, honest, and vulnerable with you. I promise to laugh with you every day. I promise to love, honor, and cherish you for the rest of my life. Thank you for choosing me.
I love you so much. Thank you for choosing me.
Now, by the power vested in me by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, it is my honor and delight to declare you husband and wife. You may seal your marriage with a kiss.
I'll never forget my birthday that year when Evan found me in the library to bring me a hot chocolate and a cookie. I was so touched. I texted Melissa, "Oh my God, you guys are totally gonna get married." I was right. But it was an easy bet to make because Evan and Melissa have always just made sense. From the beginning, it was clear that they made each other happy and fit into each other's lives easily, even when they were 3,000 miles apart. He is fun-loving, goofy, and competitive, and he's the best dog dad around. Most importantly, he loves and supports our sister unconditionally. We're so happy to have him officially join our family, although he's already felt part of it for years. Besides, at this point, he knows too much, so there's no going back now.
I was losing my best friend, but I also knew that my best friend was in love. And seeing him pack up and move west to San Francisco, it was so clear why he was in love. The little bit that I knew about Melissa at that point still to this day rings true. I mean, you're an incredibly intelligent, humble, athletic, curious, beautiful, just absolutely amazing individual. And I couldn't imagine a better fit for my great friend. What you guys have built, I mean, from your successful careers to, bringing Hadley into your life, purchasing a home, embarking on this journey of marriage together, it's just been, it's so inspiring, I think, to all of us in this room to see what you guys are able to accomplish together while simultaneously keeping all your friends incredibly close.
I introduced myself and asked him how he was connected to this crowd, expecting him to be somebody else from Colgate. But no, he says he works for Overland. Okay, that's a head smack. I'm not stupid. I glanced at Melissa with a Cheshire cat grin on her face. I got it. But while I was surprised, Melissa didn't tell me that there were plans for a boyfriend to arrive. That's boyfriend, 2 words, not 1 word. That's too early. It wasn't until last year that I learned there was no real planning involved in all of this by anyone but Evan, and that Evan's planning could better be called scheming. Turns out Evan had called Melissa only that afternoon, saying he really needed a break on the long drive from Williamstown to his home in Portland. Google Maps says that the drive from from Williamstown to Portland is a gruesome, grueling, butt-numbing 3 hours and 48 minutes. Not even a gallon of coffee could get you through that drive. Might he stop by and rest for the night, since Annisquam was a mere 3 hours and 14 minutes away? And Annisquam to Portland was an hour and 52-minute drive the next day. The only thing that makes that math make sense is love. We were chatting away in the car when Melissa's phone rang. By the change in her voice, as she answered the telephone, the drawn-out high, the rising inflection, the softness, I knew it was Evan. And I knew this was going to last a long, long time.
They say love like this comes once in a lifetime. For the first time I believe it to be true. All of my friends say, when you know, you know. Every piece falls into place when I'm with you. time is now to go where we want to. Follow the road until it leads us somewhere new. Nothing can stop us now, and we're together. Oh, the whole world opens up when I'm with you. In you I find a love that sets me free. You are the best thing that ever happened to me. When you hold me, I know that I have everything. It's blue skies, big dreams, a billion places to explore. And I will be with you forever. I am yours. Forever I am yours.
No finer, greater gift in the world than that when man and woman possess their home, two minds, two hearts that work as one.